That's currently underway. Sources say Kalyan Banerjee could be heard mimicking the chairman. Now, do remember that this is an important junction as far as the Waqf meeting is concerned, because now several amendments are being read into clause by clause. So we're looking at a very interesting time as far as the JPC on the Waqf amendment is concerned, and we've been talking about the several details that have been coming in both from the opposition and the NDA camp. And do remember, a total of 444 total amendments have been suggested, 16 amendments by the BJP, 43 by Asaduddin Owaisi alone. There is a unanimous demand by all opposition members, and Payal has been breaking down some of those source-based details that we've managed to pick up so far. But this is another showdown at the JPC meeting, an altercation, verbal altercation between Kalyan Banerjee and the chairman, with Kalyan Banerjee, as per sources, mimicking the chairman. Let me go across to Payal Mehta joining us with more details. Payal, what more do we know? And we all know that Kalyan Banerjee has been spotted in the exact same position vis-a-vis the chairman in previous Waqf JPC sittings as well.
Well, Kalyan Banerjee essentially is someone who really loses his cool very fast. That's something which has been witnessed as well. In the past also, you've seen Krithwin, how he tried to break a glass bottle in a fit of anger, and then, he landed up injuring his own hand and getting stitches on his hand as well. But today, there is a lot of noise that you can hear from outside the meeting, basically when, MPs are apparently shouting at each other, but the loudest voice that you can hear is that of Kalyan Banerjee. Insiders also tell us that he's at some point in time was also mimicking the chairman and talking to the chairman in a certain manner, which he shouldn't really have, and that's exactly what we've been hearing. But this is not the first time that Kalyan Banerjee has really done this. Kalyan Banerjee also was pulled up big time when, if you remember a few months ago on the stairs of the Parliament building, he was seen mimicking the Rajya Sabha chairman, which actually, led to a lot of criticism coming his way as well. But like I said, today is going to be a day full of action, full of activities, because you have more than 450 amendments that are going to be moved for passing. Clause by clause discussion is going to take place. You can expect the meeting to go on for long hours today, because that's exactly what the agenda really is, to discuss this threadbare, to clear the amendments, to clear the doubts, if at all any, in the minds of the opposition MPs in particular. And of course, now that the BJP has also come up with the NDA alliance partners giving them the amendments, they're expecting that, of course, this is going to be a smooth passage, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a smooth passage the way it's begun, because the meeting has just begun about 15-20 minutes ago, and you can already hear a lot of noise from inside the meeting hall.
Oh yes, and expect lots of details, surely, Payal, isn't it? Given there are a total of 44 clauses to the amendment, and each of the clauses is going to be discussed and deliberated upon in detail. We're also learning more from the NDA meeting that took place a little while earlier. What more are you learning from that camp?
Well, of course, the NDA leaders were asked to stay together. They were asked to sit throughout the entire meeting. Don't let the opposition really dominate. Don't get into a war of words. Don't get into an argument with them. Put out your points very crisply and very, logically. That's something, of course, which Kiran Rijiju has been able to tell them. And also, more than anything else, they have to make sure that the numbers do not, go for a toss. Eventually, sometimes when members of parliament take it a little easy and they step out, and the voting takes place, the government doesn't want to be in a position where they actually see amendment going through as well, and that's going to be actually a little embarrassing for the government. So that's the reason multiple instructions have been given. All the alliance partners are currently there in the meeting. All the members of the alliance partners who are part of the JPC are currently there in the meeting, as we saw a little while ago. But like I said, somebody who studied the bill very much in detail, and has moved the maximum number of amendments and sits through the entire meeting, most of the time making his logical points in particular, which even the chairman has been very praiseworthy of, has been Asaduddin Owaisi.
Oh yes, absolutely. But as far as TMC's Kalyan Banerjee is concerned, he's lost his temper during these JPC meetings on Waqf in the past as well, and news of a similar incident having broken out coming in as we speak. While stay on with us, there are a host of other political reactions coming in. We'll come back to you right then.
मैं पूर्णतः समर्थन करता हूं। वक्फ बोर्ड के नाम पे लैंड जिहाद चल रहा है, और ये सत्यता है कि हमारे स्वयं के जयपुर नगर में, इस अपरा काशी में अनगिनत हज़ारों एकड़ बीघा कई जगह ज़मीनें एक्वायर कर रखी है। वक्फ बोर्ड का बोर्ड लगा रखा है, और वहाँ जो मुस्लिम रहते थे, गरीब परिवार जो आज़ादी के पहले से रहते आ रहे थे, उनको भी वहाँ से बेदखल कर दिया। यानी वक्फ बोर्ड के नाम पे लैंड जिहाद चल रहा है, ज़मीनों को कब्जाने का काम चल रहा है। और वक्फ बोर्ड, मुस्लिम लॉ बोर्ड की जो संस्थाएं हैं, ये पर्सनल अपने ज़मीनें पट्टे नाम करा लेती हैं, किराए पर चढ़ा देती है, बेचान कर देती है। बोर्ड समाप्त होना चाहिए, इसलिए हिंदुओं को इस पर विचार करना चाहिए। विश्व हिंदू परिषद ने जो निर्णय लिया है, हम उसके समर्थन में।
विषय संसद का है, मैं महामहिम राष्ट्रपति जी के बारे में कोई कमेंट नहीं करूंगा, और ये बिल जब आएगा चर्चा में तो बात करेंगे। हम जेपीसी के मेंबर भी हैं, वहां भी बात रखेंगे।
Going across to Payal Mehta once again. Payal, reports of hangama coming in from the JPC meeting currently underway, and this one, like I said, is crucial because now going forward we're going to see clause by clause discussions take place, and as many as 44 clauses to the amendment in total. But can you quickly jog our memories, our viewers' memories, through the brief timeline ever since the JPC was constituted and the first set of meetings began? How far have we come overall?
Christine, today is the 36th meeting of the JPC, 36 meetings in Parliament, and of course, multiple meetings have taken place when the committee's gone on 3 tours to various states as well. 284 plus, members have deposed before it, organizations have deposed before it. Multiple MPs, MLAs, even ministers in the state, the minority commissions, all have, in fact, come and appeared before the committee as well. This is the meeting, the first meeting of this joint parliamentary committee took place on the 22nd of August, and since then the committee has come a long way, and that's the reason, one of the reasons that the committee chairman will want to tell the opposition MPs that, we've given you enough opportunity. Whoever you wanted to be examined has been examined as well. Every people, whether they oppose the bill or whether they support the bill, have been brought in as well. So there's been enough discussion that has taken place. So, but something can't go on forever. The discussion on these committees or on the bill cannot go on forever. There has to be a time when they'll actually have to draw a line and say that yes, we've got what we are really looking at, and now we need to, in fact, consolidate that information and put across a report as well. So that's the whole argument of the BJP, essentially saying that 36 meetings, multiple rounds of conversation with multiple stakeholders have taken place all over the country. The committee has traveled, to the north, to the west, to the south, to the east. So all of that has really been done. So it's now time for them to consolidate it and put it into a report as well. But putting it into a report is not going to be this simple. Today, the amendments will be moved and the amendments will be voted. And after the amendments are voted, then, probably the government will send it back to the Department for Legislative Affairs to, in fact, look at the bill. If at all there are any amendments or if at all there are any changes that need to be made, that has to be incorporated. And eventually, anybody who wants to still not agree with the provisions of the bill has the option of giving in their dissent notes. And once the dissent note is incorporated and the draft report is ready, the draft report will be first shown to the Lok Sabha Speaker, because he's the custodian and he's the one who's actually directed this committee to be formed. And once the Lok Sabha Speaker clears it, then the bill can be, beg your pardon, then the report can be tabled in Parliament. And once the report is tabled in Parliament, depending on what the amendments realize, even if there are 1 or 2 amendments, the government will have to go back to the cabinet. The bill will have to go back to the cabinet with that amendment. And once the amended bill is brought back, only then can it be brought for passage and clearance.
Okay. Now, Payal, given that there are a total of 444 amendments that have been suggested, 43 alone by AIMIM's Sadruddin Owaisi, can you also help us understand whether or not the opposition at large is unanimous in its voice when it comes to criticizing the Waqf Amendment Bill? Or have we seen certain differences within the opposition as well?
No, the Prithvi, the opposition has been extremely united as far as this is concerned. All of the opposition members, because I do not remember to the best of my memory if Mr. Owaisi would have preferred to go with the Congress party on certain issues or not. Yes. But he's been, there on this issue because this is an issue which binds everybody together as well. In the past also, whenever they've registered a complaint against the chairman, Sadruddin Owaisi has also been one of the signatories. And whenever they've chosen to walk out of the JPC meeting out of anger, out of frustration, Owaisi has also been a part of that as well. So which clearly tells you that the issue is larger than, the political party in question over here. So all of these people seem to be speaking the same language. But, I've covered all the meetings of the JPC, all the 36 meetings to the best of my memory that I've covered. And I haven't seen Mr. Owaisi being absent in any one. And every time that he comes up with a very, very detailed set of explanation as to why he's opposing this bill and why he's opposing this provision. So he's actually one of the only people within the entire JPC who's actually opposed all the amendments that are there. And all the clauses, in fact, that are there, and he moved multiple amendments. But it's very interesting that, this committee also had a member from YSRCP, which is also opposed to the bill. But Mr. Vijay Sai Reddy has resigned as a member of parliament,